I clean houses and my coworkers are almost all more educated than me by an alarming amount. It makes me so sad because some of these people are doctors in different fields and we need so many. Okay, when I reached legal drinking age, drunk me was a time. Was I chaotic? Yes, but I was a time. And sometimes I would get into the front seat of the cab and sweet talk my way out of fare. When I was with my friends, like I would let my friends take the back seat. I would sit in the front and I would just talk to the cab drivers, specifically in like the GTA. And I would just, oh my God, where are you from? Oh my God, this, oh my God. And most of the time they would cut my fare in half. If not, give me free cab fare. But in doing so, I realized that a lot of the people who were driving cabs were smarter than me. Like significantly. I was in university, but a lot of cab drivers were doctors in their home country. Then I got a little bit older. I worked a job selling glasses at Hakeem Optical, and I had a coworker who I made more money than, more per hour. Okay? Because I negotiated when I got hired, but I made more money than her. And back home, she was an eye surgeon. We both had the same job, selling glasses. And she back home was an eye surgeon. And I asked her, I'm like, why don't you do that? And she's like, by the time that I pay all the fees and, you know, they don't recognize my education, there's so many things, steps and processes. It's honestly like we wouldn't survive financially. It just makes more sense to work. And that is a lot of the lived reality of people who immigrate to Canada. They're highly educated people, but they just immigrated. They just relocated themselves, their whole family. It's not cheap and it's not free. And then they get here and it's easier to work than it is to go back to school when you have children, to pay for international student fees. And that's a large part too of like how when I talk to people about these things, and they're just being blatantly racist and saying these people that work at Tim Hortons, these people that do this job, these people that do that job. I'm just sitting here going, I'm so sorry, Sarah. Chances are this person is actually more educated than you. Not every single one of them, but don't pretend that people just line up to work at Tim Hortons. And not only that, but like in a new country and not their native language. Like they all have more than one language. I truly think that Canada needs a better system in place for people who are coming to Canada to recognize their jobs in their industries. So we don't have people who could be doctors in Canada driving taxis.